Real-time LUT the right way. Or at least I think so. Alright guys, now I hope you're all good. Now there's no right or wrong way to use this real-time LUT feature, but I do think there's a better way, so let's go. Okay, so for those of you who don't know what the real-time LUT feature is, it's basically a new feature that Lumix have added into their recent cameras such as the GH7, the G9 II, S9, S5 II, S5 IIX, did I get them all right? And hopefully the upcoming S1R2 that we're all looking forward to, or the delayed S1H2. God, it's hard to remember these names. Anyway, this method should work for any of those cameras or any future camera that has this feature. Right, first off, it's just started raining. Can you hear that? Because I certainly can. So real-time LUT essentially allows you to add a color grade or preset directly over the top of your footage whilst you're recording. So you can just like share it there and then if you want to. There's very little or no editing to do in post. It's pretty damn good if you ask me. So it's very similar to Fuji in its recipes. However, Lumix have just decided to call it real-time LUT. And if you don't know what LUT stands for, it stands for lookup table. Of course it does. Anyway, it's basically just like a preset that you have in Lightroom that you put over the top of your footage, and it gives you a creative style. So if you don't like colour grading, or you crap at it like I am, or you just want a quick workflow, this essentially can save you a lot of time. Now this all sounds fantastic and probably a no-brainer to a lot of beginners, and even some professionals on a deadline. However, I do think it's a little bit deceiving, in a way. Hear me out. So the name Real-Time LUT sort of sounds like it's previewing a LUT in real time. I mean, it is, but it's also not. What it's actually doing is it's baking this LUT into your footage. So the final outcome has this color grade baked in, which might sound ideal. However, if you are shooting in Vlog and you want it to take full advantage of what Vlog has to offer with its, high dynamic range and the ability to pull and lift the shadows and highlights and get all this extra detail out of your footage, you can't. Not if you use a real-time LUT feature anyway. I mean, whilst you're shooting, it's still taking full advantage of Vlog. However, it's also color grading it at the same time. So that's it, it's cooked. There's nothing else you can do. You can't extract your egg from your omelette, so to speak. And what you're left with is a fully edited file with no more Vlog information there to extract. Think of it like shooting RAW and JPEG when you're doing photography. So shooting Vlog on its own is a lot like shooting RAW. Not quite as good, but there's a lot more information there for you to extract, and then you can edit it, color grade it to your heart's content and get very creative. Whereas Vlog with a real-time LUT over the top, yes, it does give you a much more pleasing image right out of camera, there's no doubt about that. However, the file that you're left with is, well, it's kind of like a JPEG. That's it. You can't extract much more information out of what you've already got. So if you do want to do any more creative changes later on in post, you can't really, and you're kind of stuck. Does that make sense? Now what would be great is if you could do like what you can do in photography and shoot both RAW and JPEG. So Vlog and real-time LUT at the same time. Come on, Lumix, let's see it happen. I know you're watching. You're always watching these videos. I've seen you in the comments. I'm sure I've seen you somewhere. Essentially what you'd end up with is a Vlog file, which is fully editable. All that information there for you to extract and edit to your heart's content at a future date. And a real-time LUT clip that is baked in, fully color graded, ready to send off to those social media gods. And there you have it. Now that would be a great idea. I want to see it. What do you think? Yeah? Honestly, I'm full of ideas. Wasted on this channel. Yeah. Anyway, give it a like. So anyway, Sam, what's your point? Well, my point is, other than the key benefit of using real-time LUT is the fact that you end up with a fully edited clip at the end of it, the main benefit, in my opinion, is you also get to see exactly how it's going to look on the back of your screen whilst you're recording, which is a massive benefit for beginners and professionals, because there's nothing more annoying than trying to expose Vlog or any kind of log footage correctly. For me anyway, I always find I've overexposed it, I've underexposed it, or I've just picked the wrong white balance. It's a nightmare and I can't stand it. So being able to see it on the back of your screen in real time, okay, I'll give you that name, that makes sense there. In real time is a key benefit for me because I know for a fact that I've exposed it correctly. I know for a fact that it looks the way I want. So unless you're an expert at reading histograms, waveforms and false colour and all that malarkey, then you may also struggle to expose log footage correctly, and it just makes colour grading a bit of a nightmare. It's long-winded, finicky, and I just don't enjoy it. So you'd think real-time LUT would solve all my problems, but it doesn't. It still leaves me with that very limited file, and I like to eat my cake and have it. Pretty sure that's the saying. So my advice, if you're similar to me, is use Vlog Assist instead, which if you don't know what that is, it essentially just takes the flat, washed out, crappy looking image that you see when you shoot in log, brings it back into a Rec 709 colour space, which adds back in all the colour and contrast. So it looks normal. However, don't use the crappy Vlog Assist profile that's included in the cameras because, well, it sucks. Honestly, it's trash. And for love nor money, can I get a decent looking image using that colour assist profile? It's terrible. So instead, cue my genius, use one of the real-time LUTs instead. So what you can do is you can actually change the Vlog Assist to any LUT that you want. You simply download it onto your camera and select it. In fact, you think this would be called real-time LUT and the other one would be called like baked-in LUT, because essentially it's like using real-time LUT, but it's not baking it into the footage. So you're still being able to expose your image correctly and see exactly how it's going to look on the back of your screen, but you're not having to compromise by losing that Vlog file. So it's the best of both worlds. You get to see how it's going to look before you edit, and then you get the freedom to colour grade it after. But Sam, what's the point if you still need to colour grade your clip at the end of it? Right, so this is where the second part of my genius comes in. You're going to want to hit that like button. So whatever LUT you installed on your camera, just simply install that in your software as well. Whack that over the top, and there you have it. You've got a fully colour graded clip in seconds, exactly as if you were using the real-time LUT feature. And because you filmed it using the same LUT as an overlay to begin with, you know you're not going to be hit with any nasty surprises when you apply this LUT in post. Because we've all been there before, we've all bought these expensive LUTs, we've filmed in log, we've put the Rec 709 colour assist profile over the top, we put it back into our software, we think we can edit like Spielberg, whack the LUT over the top, and looks nothing like what we expect. That's probably down to the fact that we don't know how to expose log footage correctly. Me included. Like, I suck. I'm not very good at this. So doing it this way, it's kind of like the best of both worlds. I can't fail, really, because I shot it using the same LUT, and I edited it using the same LUT. So what can go wrong? And the best part about it, if I change my mind and I actually want to edit it a different way, I'll try another LUT, try a few more LUTs over the top. I've still got that Vlog file with all that data to do so. So to prove that it works, I've done a few tests where I've gone out and I've filmed using the real-time LUT feature, where it's baked in, but also I've filmed the same clip again using the Vlog Assist with my preferred LUT as the assist profile. As you can see, I mean, they look the same. They look the same to me anyway. I mean, there might have been one or two scenarios where I used auto white balance and I might have just slightly fluctuated the image a little bit, but you know, you can't tell. I mean, you have to be honest, like you can't tell at all. And this way, it's not taking me a day and an age to edit, and I still have that Vlog file to use later on and change the look if I want to. So for me, it's worth the extra little step of having to apply that LUT in post, because what you gain from it is a lot more than what you don't gain. Does that make sense? And what's even more incredible, and another reason why Lumix just kicks ass, is if you use their Lumix Lab app, which is basically what's been used to market this whole feature of the real-time LUT, you can download a load of LUTs for free. Like, they've got some incredible LUTs by some really creative people on there that, I mean, I can't come up with these looks, so I may as well let someone else do it. And because I've bought into Lumix, you know, I get these for free. So it's incredible. And unlike other camera brands, right, they seem to be investing into it, because every time I go onto it, there's something new on there. There's a new creator on there, or there's a new bunch of LUTs I can download. So I'll quickly show you how to do it. Pair your camera to your phone using the quick and simple steps. So once you're paired, click on download, then you can browse all the LUTs that are available for both video and photo. It also tells you what colour profile it's better suited for, so if it's Vlog, if it's natural, if it's vivid, whatever, but make sure you're choosing the ones that say Vlog, because obviously we're talking about Vlog in video here, otherwise it's not going to work. So yeah, make sure you choose the ones that say Vlog. You can then preview how it's going to look before you download them with this nice little swipey thing that shows you the before and after, which is pretty damn cool. So you know exactly how it's going to look. So once you've found one that you like, hit download, then in the bottom right hand corner, press LUT. Make sure that the device column is activated. And then as you scroll down, you should be able to find the one that you've just downloaded. Click on it and then press transfer to camera. Obviously, make sure that your camera is connected at this point. It'll then ask you to choose an empty slot, pick one, and that's it. It's ready and installed on your camera for you to use later. And then if you swap over to the camera column, it then shows you all the LUTs that you've installed on your camera. And then you can use these either as real-time LUTs or as Vlog Assist LUTs. So obviously if we're going to use this as our Vlog Assist tool, which is the whole point of this video, you're going to need that LUT available on your computer. And the way you do this is, you go back to the LUT library, find the LUT, click on it, then press share. Then you can airdrop it, you can save it to a file, however else you want to get it to your computer. And that's it. There you have it. And then you can put it in any software program that you use. So if you use Final Cut Pro, if you use DaVinci Resolve or Premiere Pro, doesn't matter. You've got it available and that's it. Done. No more messing about, just an easy professional color grade with an easy professional workflow. So there you have it. Rather than using the real-time LUT feature for video as it's originally marketed for, because I did say it's a little bit misleading, use the Vlog Assist tool instead and just apply the same LUT over the top. This way you get to see the same results in real time without losing all the benefits of shooting in Vlog to begin with. However, I still think the real-time LUT feature is fantastic and I still use it. I just use it in a different way. So what I like to do is I've got a custom button set on the back of my camera to real-time LUT. This way I can cycle through all the various LUTs that I've got downloaded, see how they're going to look in that particular environment, and then I simply change my Vlog Assist overlay to that same LUT and shoot using that instead. This way you know exactly how it's going to turn out, you know exactly how to expose your image, and you're not going to be left with any surprises by sticking a LUT over the top in post, because we all know how that goes. And you never know, it might even spark some more creativity in your work. So with that being said, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please consider giving it a thumbs up, really helps out the channel. Consider subscribing if you want to see more videos like this, hit the bell, all those nice things that will put a smile on my face, and I'll see you in the next one. Thanks for watching.
I know, you heard a little something about me, right? People love to talk, everybody wanna tell me, right? I know, bunch of fakes all around me, right? They clowning like, I ain't hear what it sounded like. I know, these fools hating on the low, smiling all in my face, stab me in the